People, deluded, I'm back again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and in some cases, good night. As you can see on the screen, people, Jorginho has signed a new contract at Arsenal. Now, I wonder what that means for potential incomings in central midfield. I wonder how that indirectly or directly ties into Thomas Partey and any of the other midfield planning we do. I'm happy Jorginho signed a new deal. I think, many Arsenal fans gave the guy a chance. We know his strengths, we know his weaknesses. I do think Arteta's probably had to use him this season a lot more than he would have liked to, owing to Thomas Partey's fitness. But he's an experienced player. He's a good guy. He's, wealth of transferable experience. He's a proven winner. He's a bloody good footballer. And he's done well in the games he has played. Yes, he kind of messed up against Aston Villa in the North London derby at the Emirates. He made a mistake. But what player hasn't? He struggled at Chelsea as well. But what player hasn't struggled or made mistakes? For the large part, he's been money well spent, really. And, the two boys that actually arrived from Chelsea have been all right, versus the ones previously. So, yeah, it was well expected that, he would sign a new contract at Arsenal. My suspicions is, he'll probably fulfill some level of coaching ambitions at Arsenal if he isn't already. And as we know, his agent didn't say he was going to leave. He didn't say he was going to stay. He's had interest from Saudi, from Italy, obviously internally with Arsenal. It's bad mind and it's nothing to do with Jorginho, but I would have loved for Jorginho to leave and maybe Thomas Partey, not because I want them to, just because it would have forced us to find that long-term partner for Declan Rice. But, Jorginho signed a new deal and I'm happy he's staying, people. He signed a new deal. A year goes a long time, man. He's only been here just over a year, but feels like he's been here a lot longer. We all know he joined in January in 2023 from Chelsea. He's made 50 appearances in all comps, and he's doing quite well, man. The sporting director, Edu, said, "We're very happy to have Jorginho sign a contract extension with us. He represents what we stand for here at Arsenal with his professionalism and success." And I don't think anyone can disagree with that. I know everybody at the club will be excited that Jorginho will continue to be with us. Not only the players and coaches, but all the staff behind the scenes as well. It's great that Jorginho remains with us as we continue building to be better and stronger. The manager, Mikel Arteta, said, "We're delighted Jorginho signed a new contract with us. Jorginho is such an important part of our team, a role model with great leadership skills." And you do see that, sometimes on the TV when it cuts to the bench or the players warming up, you see Jorginho get involved in the celebrations, but you can also see him conducting. And previously with Granit Xhaka, currently with Jorginho, I would extend it to Odegaard and actually David Raya, based on, if you go back to the Brentford game against Arsenal at the Emirates last season, how Raya was talking to his then manager, Thomas Frank. I think these kind of names that I said, they're an extension of the coaching staff, that they're the on-field coaches. I don't know if I said Odegaard as well. And I think Jorginho does that, man. And again, Jorginho's almost like a glue. He's old enough to get on with the more experienced players. He's relatable to the younger ones. I mean, the man went carnival, innit? Not an Hill carnival, Obviously, he's Brazilian. He knows about carnival. So for me, he's more than welcome to stay. The manager said, "We're delighted, obviously, to keep him." And he's right about the leadership skills and his unique playing style ability. And he does make people around him better, man. So I don't think anybody can be upset about Jorginho signing a new deal. The man himself has said, on the time in North London, it's been really positive because I felt part of something big straight away. I felt involved and really in a good place. It's not always like that. So when you feel something like this, it's something important. I'm really happy to stay because it's a privilege to be part of this family. My family is happy. We are really settled and there's more to come, people. So big up the 32-year-old. He then said there was not much to discuss, to be honest, because I feel really good here just to know that they appreciate me and want me to stay longer as well. And the very fact that there's some rumors that say the initial option to extend it in his previous deal by another year expired. But the very fact that you're 32, we're talking about long-termism and things like that, and the club want you to stay and they've showed in many ways they appreciate you, then these sort of things help people. It's a big thing for me. I feel that I have more to do, so that's the reason I'm staying. Big him up, man, really and truly. He said, "That means a lot. That's one more reason for signing the contract, because I feel I can and want to give more to them because they've been giving a lot of affection and support to me. All I want to do is give it back. I try to give everything I can of myself to everyone around. Sometimes that can be a cuddle. Sometimes it can be words. Sometimes show them something. I just try to help as much as I can in any situation. I feel that everyone here can count on me. I'll always be there for them. And what I would say, if you're obviously, you know, you're never going to be Jorginho in certain elements. We all probably wish he was a bit younger so that he could, you know, be part of us on a long-term basis and probably a tiny bit more athletic. But if you're young Ethan Nwaneri, even if you're someone like Odegaard, Declan Rice, there's so much things you can learn, whether you play in the same position as him, whether there's, you know, certain passes and certain body positions and all of those things. There's so much things Jorginho can give and is given to this team. And we all know the Brazilian-born Italy international, like the honours are there on screen. The man's been there, done it, wore the T-shirt. But he hasn't won a league title, and he said that's missing. It's something that I would like to add to that list, and it would mean a lot to me. I want to win as much as I can and enjoy the moment because that's really important for me. If you are somewhere where you are not enjoying it or you are not happy, then it's difficult. So moving forward is trying to be happy and achieve as much as I can. So yeah, big him up. Fabrizio on his new deal was said, I understand Jorginho's new deal at Arsenal will be valid until 2025, one more season. There'll be no formal option to extend the contract. Arteta and Edu both really wanted Jorginho to stay. He's more than happy to continue. So does that mean I would have loved two central midfielders this summer, but that probably means one, in addition to, you know, Jorginho, Declan Rice, the option of Kai Havertz there, Fabio Vieira. Obviously, you know, there's an asterisk next to Thomas Partey and Smith Rowe and other options there. But that tells you that, you know, this might, you know, you never know, a year from now, he might get another new contract. But one more year, do my thing, and then whether it's Saudi, back to Brazil, back to Italy, that's what we're going to have to see, people. So, yeah, big up Jorginho, as he said. Anything new here? I must admit, before I saw it on Arsenal.com, I did see it on the standard, people. I think we've already gone over those Jorginho comments. Away from that, though, people, you know, Player of the Year has been announced. Now you've got Phil Foden, Haaland, Isaac, Odegaard, Cole Palmer, Rice, Van Dijk, and Watkins. How is Big Gabriel not there? I know you can't, well, you probably don't want to have too many Arsenal players, and I don't think anyone can look past Declan Rice or Odegaard. I think Van Dijk's actually had a good season in the large part. Obviously, Liverpool have fallen off. Watkins has been amazing. Isaac has been amazing. Foden's having a great season going into the Euros. You know, people criticize Haaland when he's not scoring, but Haaland is Haaland. Odegaard's been amazing. Cole Palmer's been a revelation. I'm sorry, does Van Dijk deserve to be there over Big Gabriel? What does Gabriel have to do? He went Turkey, got a new hairline. Fair enough, he ain't got long hair like Van Dijk. But what's going on? The man's very underappreciated. He's central to he's one of the first names on the team sheet, central to our build-up play. You know, formed one of the best centre-half partnerships this season, along with Saliba, and obviously one of the best partnerships in world football. Established himself as, I'm not saying he's the best, but one of the best centre-halves in world football currently. What more does the man need to do? I mean, Arsenal fans internally at Arsenal, we appreciate Gabriel, and if we were to win a Premier League title, not that I look at the league table, then I'll be prepared to concede this award, but it does not make sense. You know, I can't even say Van Dijk don't deserve to be there, and I don't know how many people you can nominate from an Arsenal perspective, but the very fact that Big Gabriel's not there is a crime. Even where Manchester City are concerned, how is Rodri not there? You know, I can't look past Cole Palmer. Obviously, he's been a bright light in, you know, a dark cloud for Chelsea. He deserves it. Odegaard deserves it. Haaland and Foden and Isaac deserve it. Ollie Watkins, you know, probably one of the, if not the best English performing striker at the moment, excluding Harry Kane. He deserves it. I'm not saying Van Dijk doesn't, but there should either be 3 Manchester City players or 3 Arsenal players there, or somebody else, because there is a lot of other nominations, but I don't know. Young player of the season, again, it feels like mind games, if I'm completely honest with you. Certain men are getting nominated for both awards, certain men are not. You know, Cole Palmer and Foden been nominated for them thing there. Young player and player of the year, so it's probably geared up for one of them to win it. How has Saka not even been voted for that? It seems like a PR campaign. I can't disagree with anyone there. I've already spoke about Isaac, Foden, Haaland. Kobe Maino's done well. Been a bit quiet, but done well and burst on the scene with United. Saka is Saka. Williams, Saliba. At least, you know, it'd be nice for one of our centre-halves to win it. And Destiny and Doggy, for the large part of a crap season for Spurs, has also been good. So I don't understand it, but fair enough, innit? Fair enough. So yeah, Saka and Saliba have been nominated for Young Players of the Year. Our manager, Mikel Arteta, has been nominated for Manager of the Season. Didn't Postecoglou win London Manager of the Year award earlier, well, towards the end of last year? So you mean the manager that won the London award hasn't been nominated for the Premier League award? I know it's 2 different governing bodies, but say it ain't so. It's almost like there's inconsistencies there. There's some good names on the managerial list, you know. Pep's there, Emre's there, Arteta's there, Areola's there. I believe Klopp is there. You know, the Bournemouth gaffer won't win it, but he's done very well. Emery done well. I think, you know, typically it's geared to whoever wins the league, in which Pep would show he's done that and he's got a 4-peat. But I would like my manager Mikel Arteta to get that one day over the line, people. So who knows in that regards exactly what's going to happen. So yeah, big up Jorginho for signing a new deal. Shout out to everyone who has been nominated from an Arsenal perspective for, you know, end of the season awards. On that, let me know all your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on the Jorginho new deal. Are you with it? Are you against it? Do you think it impacts what we're doing in the summer? What do you make of the Premier League nominations for Young Player and Player of the Season? So yeah, man, check out the rest of the other videos. Make sure you're liking, commenting, subscribing. Peace.